Slashers are back. Alright, I got my coffee and I rushed over and I was like, let's talk about slashers. I'm actually stoked. Alright, so I've been waiting for this batch for a long time, like a lot of people, and we're going to find out if they're really good or if they're really shit. So, looking at the first unit of the batch, we're going to talk about the new version 2 Mihawk, right? Yeah, version 2. And then he's gonna be a great slasher captain, and he's gonna have 2 classes, which is what we need. We need 2 classes on our Mihawk. All right, so first off, he is a slasher and free spirit character. He's gonna have a sailor ability, of course, and all the cool stuff there. He's got anti-healing as well as pinch healing and crit. So I'm assuming the crit is still poggers, just like every other slasher unit. And I'm really kind of curious as to see if they keep with that that kind of motif with just getting crazy crits. That would be fun. His captain ability, he's going to max out at 12 turns, by the way. He's going to 4,364 HP, 1,831 attack, and 316 recovery. So much improved stats over the previous Mihawk with way higher recovery, so that I like that a lot. And being on a shorter cooldown is really interesting, and his captain ability is poggers. Okay, so first off, when there are 6 slashers in the crew, boost chain by 4x and slasher attack by 1.75, increases the chance of getting dex or int orbs. So basically, V2 Sanji slasher version, but better. This is definitely better than V2 Sanji in the main way that needs to be better. First off, he is not HP reliant. So he is the better version of V2 Sanji, honestly. Being HP reliant is a huge negative when V2 Sanji is considered, but this unit has no negatives and increases the chance of getting dex and int orbs, which is going to be really powerful for 2 things, which I'll mention in this video. First off, his special ability, which maxes out at 12 turns, cuts the HP of 1 enemy, feels bad, for 1 turn, and for 1 turn boosts the orbs of slashers by 2 times. Now, because he boosts the chance of getting dex and int orbs, when there are 4 or more characters with dex or int orbs, lock orbs for 1 turn and boost the orbs of slashers by 2.25 for 1 turn. So it's conditional based orb boost, which we've been seeing a lot lately. Very nice locking orb mechanic, which is great, but no double special. Unfortunate. What are you gonna do? I'm not really sure what other captain what other character we're gonna use for orb boost. Maybe we're gonna use another character. Maybe we're using this character as a friend captain, and we're gonna be using a treasure mode Mihawk sub. I don't know, but all I can say is, TM Mihawk, you officially dead. Sorry, fam. You've been dead for a long time, but now you extra dead. All right, cool. So when the captain is a slash, I'm kidding, by the way. He's not really dead. He's good for the other character, which we'll mention really soon. He has 2 sailor abilities. The first sailor ability is he has 75 attack to slasher characters, and the second sailor ability is he's going to treat color orbs as beneficial for himself when there is a slasher captain. His support ability is going to give 18% of his attack to Zoro, which is huge. 18% attack is monstrous. So if we have 2,000 candies on our Mihawk, 365 attack to our Zoro. Holy fucking... That is... Oh! That's so much attack! So Mihawk officially one of the strongest support units in the game for attack boosting. Wow. When supports get good, they get really good. And we've been talking about the slasher batch, and I will be going over them in the next video, so you guys will see a little bit about how the slasher support meta has changed as well. The next unit, which in my opinion is far more pog. I am sorry, all of you Mihawk fans out there. I'm a Zoro fan, to be honest. He's my favorite character in One Piece, and he is by far one of the best captains in the game right now. Just based off his kit. Oh my god, is he good. So the first thing, he's going to be a slasher and driven character. He's going to max out at 3,862 HP, 1,761 attack, and 447 recovery, making him have a more balanced kit than Mihawk with less attack, unfortunately, but Much more balanced kit, and the artwork is so good. I love it. I haven't wanted the character in One Piece Treasure Cruise for a while, like really bad, and this is that character. So first off, this captain ability is going to be boost the attack of slasher characters by 3.25 and HP by 1.5. If you stop reading there, he sucks. So first off, I was like, oh, really? When I first read it, and I was like, oh, feels bad. Why are they making such a shitty legend? And I stopped there, and then I kept reading, and then I was like, okay, slashes will treat Dex and Inord as beneficial. I'm like, that's good. Whatever. And then I read the last part, and that's where it gets really pog. Boost the attack of slashers by an initial 1.25 when they have a Dex or Int orb, giving him a 4 times captain ability when you have a Dex or Int orb, and HP boost by 1.5, making you have monstrous amounts of HP, and you'll probably come close to you'll be well over 100k in treasure mode, probably closer to 150k, I think, with your slasher teams. The amount of HP that you're getting with a 1.5 times HP boost is massive. If you guys don't remember, before limit breaks, there was the max amount of HP with a 1.5 times team was about 60 to 70,000. After limit breaks, it became closer to like 80 or 90,000. So the amount of HP that you can get on these types of teams is extremely huge. And being able to have that large of an HP pool makes your teams super safe. Now, of course, HP cuts do play a factor when you're talking about these teams, and they become a little bit less tanky. However, when you have the HP pool that large, when your actual team is actually, your health pool is, let's say 80,000, and a normal team's HP pool is 40,000, getting a 50% HP cut is no big deal. Now you're at the normal team HP threshold. So I mean, honestly, with the scaling that's going on right now in One Piece Treasure Cruise for the amount of HP, I'm down. This is awesome. Okay, so first off, the special ability, which maxes at 14 turns, he's going to do 120 times attack and typeless damage to all enemies, and for 3 turns, Slasher is going to treat recovery and tandem orbs as beneficial. Yay! Okay, so that's good for 2 reasons. First, beneficial orb enables are huge right now, and the reason they're huge is because the negative beneficial orb enables that bosses are giving are so fucking annoying. For example, we have the Katakuri Coliseum, which on turn 1 is going to give us a negative beneficial orb enable and 3 turns of silence on our crew, which is super annoying, and that's not cool. But this kit on Zoro gets even better, and this guy will absolutely have a great time in that Coliseum if he didn't do damage. But he does damage, unfortunately, so he will not, work for that Coliseum, but he would do so good if you could get rid of the damage. But anyways, I digress. For 1 turn, he's going to boost the attack of slasher characters by 2 times. But then, if you hit 4 perfects, he's now going to boost by 2.25 on the 2nd turn, making him the improved Lucy Awesome Poggers version of slashers. Yay. I love this character. Alright, first sailor ability is you return 10 turns of special silence on himself. That's awesome. Flat. Just flat awesome. Nothing else needed. Slasher characters are going to treat Dex and Int orbs as beneficial. That's awesome. This is like one of the best subs in the game now. Holy crap. Being able to get a damage boost no matter what on your teams, even when you're silenced, is huge. Now you don't have to worry about getting rid of the silence on your teams if you bring Zoro to your teams. And getting a Dex and Int orb beneficial enable is great. If you're somehow able to use Garp and Zoro on a team, then you can actually get Chainlock 30% HP cut at 3x, and then boost slashers by 2 times. So you can build like a slasher oriented team, and then use Garp as a sub on that team too, in order to get crazy amounts of damage without having to worry about special silence. So that's huge. His support ability is going to be 13% attack and HP to Mihawk, which is also great. Not as high as Mihawk's support ability, obviously, but With Zoro's max kit at 1961 attack with max candies, he's going to provide 254 attack to your teams and a very large amount of HP as well that I'm not going to calculate. All right, now let's go over the batch and see if they're good or doo-doo. So we're going to skip the captain abilities and all these units just for time. And first off, we got Hyouzou, who's going to be a slasher and powerhouse unit, maxing out at 1578 attack, and he's going to have a decent pool of HP as well as maxing out at 12 turns. Captain ability is blah blah blah, and special ability is inflict strong poison to one enemy, completely remove blindness, reduce 5 turns of despair and special seal. The despair and special seal is awesome. Love that. I was actually looking for this exact ability like 2 days ago. I was like, is there a unit in the game that removes despair and special seal? And I think it was Chiffon, and it was like the only unit that I could find that fit my team. And I was like, damn it, who is a better unit? And despair special seal is like a huge annoying thing that is really hard to find, especially if you have his sailor ability, which also reduces special seal on himself by 3 turns. All right, he's also going to change adjacent orbs into matching and move orbs 3 times, making him a really good utility unit for your Zoro teams. You can move them, or your Mihawk teams, depending on what legend you pull, and you can move orbs around 3 times, which is cool. Support ability is interesting. For one time during the adventure, when special is triggered, where orbs are changed, reduce 3 turns of special seal and despair on Hody, Ikaros, Daruma, and Dosun, giving him a pog as the fuck sailor ability, or what is it called? Support ability. This is actually a good one. Holy crap! Hody, yes, I would love to do that. On any on a Legend Hody team, being able to get rid of silence and despair, that's huge. Wow. I mean, you can run speed Hody teams with no worries of silence or despair. That's actually insane. Daruma and Dosun don't really have good versions right now. Neither does Ikaros, but if they do come back with another version for any of those, yeah, that's awesome. I'm digging that. I don't think he's going to be used right now for a while, but that kind of leaves open the future for like a V2 Fishman batch or something for another powerhouse batch that we're going to have in the future, or any units that involve those teams, which is going to be really interesting to see in the future. All right, next up we got Quick Kaku, which is the first off Dex and Int character that we have in the Slasher batch. His special ability is going to be a 2-stage special, which is interesting. He's going to be a Striker Slasher character. Much improved art from the original. Not really. I like the original box. I already missed the box. Dex Kaku is my fave. 1390 attack and 12 cooldown on the special with strength damage reduction and crit. Special ability stage 1, 50,000 fixed damage to one enemy. Change adjacent orbs to the same orb he has and reduce 3 turns of bind, paralysis, and attack down. That's kind of meh, to be honest. It's okay. I mean, it's obviously specific, but yeah. Bind and paralysis and attack down are always good to remove. So with Hyouzou and Kaku, you get rid of almost every debuff in the game on your team that you would need to get rid of before you attack. So that's cool. But it's only 3 turns on the stage 1, which kind of sucks. And then stage 2 does less fixed damage. I don't know if that's a mistranslation. I'm pretty sure it is, because stage 1 has 50,000 fixed damage and stage 2 has 20,000 on the Reddit. So it's probably a mistranslation, but it might be less. I don't remember ever any special doing less on stage 2, but it could be. It says 20,000 fixed to one enemy, change all orbs to the same orb he has, and reduce 5 turns bind, paralysis, and attack down, giving him an interesting kit. Giving him full board orbing ability too, which is cool. I mean, all orbs the same he has. I mean, I don't really like that part of it, unless it's a Dex orb you have, recovery or Dex int, recovery or tandem orb, because then those will be matching for any Zoro or Mihawk team. If you have Zoro as a sub, obviously, then that's the way it works. Otherwise, it's okay. He's gonna he's gonna even do 2 times damage to Dex enemies with normal attacks, giving him no negative damage and making him interesting for Katakuri teams. Unfortunately, Katakuri teams. Yeah, Katakuri teams. But unfortunately, he's going to have one downside here, and he's not going to fit perfectly on the Katakuri team because he is a Slasher Striker character. Unfortunate there. If you don't know what I mean by the Katakuri teams, I will go over that in a separate video. The Second sailor ability is going to reduce 2 turns of special rewind in himself, which is kind of annoying because now we know that the next set of content is probably going to have silence and special rewind. Support ability is going to be normal stats, 7% of everything to Lucci, Jabra, Bruno, Fukuro, and Khalifa, giving him much needed stat boost to all the CP9 characters. And the next unit we got here is Lookin' Fire. Yeah, it's a little on the nose, I'm sorry. It's going to be a slasher and driven unit for the new Strength Ryuma, who is also off color, which is off the strength and dex needed for Mihawk and Zoro. But I guess it's going to just be fine. We'll figure out how it goes. When the captain is a slasher character, boost attack and orbs of slashers by 1.75. It's a really boring unit, but I guess he's good. I mean, attacking orbs is always good to have. Honestly, why wouldn't you use Pedro instead of this unit? Besides, I guess this is better than Pedro because now the boss does not have to be delay immune, and maybe the fight we're going to go into is not delay immune, just to be able to use it. So this is the version of Pedro that you can use that does no damage, which was good for final bosses. And yeah, I mean, it's another Pedro, but just different conditions, I guess. Sailor abilities, 50 attack to slashers, and himself is going to treat quick orbs as beneficial. 9% attack to all slasher. 19% attack and recovery to all slasher characters. And he's going to have 1475 attack and max out at 13 turns with double special. I like it. I like it a lot. So the thing that makes him better, by the way, is double special. Okay, so now you get a 1.75 orb boost and type boost on 2 separate rooms. So he was boring, and then I kept reading, and then he became one of the best units in the game. Oh, okay. 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 Okay, Ryuma. 1.75 orb boost type boost on slashers. Okay. For 2 separate rooms. Okay. And the last unit of the batch is going to be Mr. One. They're bringing it back. I like it's all dudes that... The batch is literally every person that Zoro has fought through the entire series. I don't... Why are they his batch, though? I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. First off, Slasher and Cerebral character, maxing out at 1429 attack, and he's going to have int damage reduction as well as crit limit breaks, and he's going to have 10-turn max special. Interesting. Special ability is ignore damage getting abilities and barriers and cut the HP of one enemy by 20%. It's kind of boring, but okay. Randomize non-matching orbs, including block orbs. That's randomized, though. Okay. Makes badly matching and block orbs not reduce damage for 3 turns. And then reduce 3 turns of threshold cut. Percent damage and defense up. Love this special ability. I guess it's really good for like fights like Raid Lucci where they keep manipulating your orbs so you don't have any negative beneficials. So I guess that's good. And then being able to remove 3 turns of threshold cut, percent cut, and defense up. Always good too. Good utility unit. Yeah. And it's really weird is that this is the only character in the entire batch besides Kaku that would fit on a carrot team. That sucks. Oh, wow. I guess we can make some more carrot teams. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about using carrot with like Zoro or Mihawk, but unfortunately, you know, neither of those two mesh well together. But I guess you could do you could mesh them together and then just not do damage on one of the characters like Zoro, which would be fine. Or you could do that with Mihawk and not do damage on your Mihawk, which would be good. I think carrot will play a role with Mihawk because the first hit's not going to matter on a Mihawk team anyways. So if you hit first with Mihawk, then you hit with all characters that are meant to meet your carrot requirements. Then you can go through barriers pretty easily. Overall, I really like this batch. Mr. One is probably my least favorite so far, but of course Zoro being my fave and Mihawk being my fave, this is a really good batch. Slashers have definitely become either the best class or the second best class in the game if you want to consider Powerhouse Germa Squad a full batch with a full Powerhouse meta. The two are definitely on a whole different tier than other teams normally, but I would have to say that of single unit classes, they are definitely the best two classes in the game now, and slashers definitely got a lot better, and they needed to be because we have not had a good slasher time since before version 2 Fujitora. So it's been over a year, and the new slashers I like them a lot. I'm hoping you guys pull something great if you guys pull the Suga Fest, and I'll go over those at a separate video. Alright guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, of course, if you did like the video, make sure you hit that like button down below. And of course, if you do want to get more content, make sure that you keep up to date with all the updates I put on One Piece Treasure Cruise. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications and all that fun stuff. If you want to check out the last couple videos, they are right over there. And you guys have a great rest of your day.